Hey guys, it's Denise. Welcome to my channel where I discuss all aspects of manifestation and law of assumption so that you can level up and manifest your dream life. Now, if that's something that you're vibing with, go ahead and click subscribe and please check out my other videos. So, today's video, we're going to talk about the Pearl of Great Price and going all in on your manifestation. Now, for those of you that don't know or haven't heard of it, The Pearl of Great Price is a Neville lecture, and you can search it and pull it up. It's pretty short, it's easy listening, as most of his lectures are. At least I think they are. Um, but he explains in this lecture that the pearl of great price, what the pearl is the acceptance or the knowing or the deciding that I am God, my consciousness creates. And to obtain this pearl, to buy this pearl, what you have to sell or get rid of is the idea that anything outside of you can create for you, has power, is the decision maker, has dominion, knows what's best. Any concept of it's meant to be, there's a destiny, it's fated, it's written in the stars because of my birth chart, or because of my, the wrinkles on my hands, palm reading, fortune telling, tarot cards, astrology, anything, even doctors, like anything outside of us that we're seeking permission from or seeking truth from, your specific person, every specific person in your reality, all of it needs to be traded in. It needs to be let go of. It needs to be surrendered and dropped and ignored if you really want to get to the place where you are manifesting and creating everything that you desire fluidly and consistently without fail. And so the reason this works is because when you trade in all of those old beliefs and assumptions and the doubts and the permission seeking, when you trade all that in, stop giving your power to all of that and choose to only give your power and invest your thoughts in your inner state of consciousness, what you're thinking, what you're focusing on, what you are imagining, where you are going internally. When you do that in each now moment, that is the perfect method or technique for manifestation. So, in other words, it's not about what technique to do and how much to do it and when to do it and how often and for how long, and none of that's the answer. The answer is in each now moment, through whichever technique or modality of thinking, go within and choose to invest all of your faith and all of your energy or effort into what you're thinking, what you're imagining, what you're practicing to feel as true for yourself, what you're accepting. That's how you manifest consistently every time without fail. That's how you will continue to level up and just have things almost it is effortlessly come into your reality. And so there is can be I don't want to say there can be a lot of fear associated with this, and I get it. I mean, if we're looking at my current 3D reality and what I'm doing in my life, for those of you that don't know, I have been a full-time professional certified life coach, practicing a manifestation coach full-time for 5 years now. I've been doing it under an umbrella with somebody else, with an organization. And I very recently had the thought of, first it was, what do I want to be? I want to be a wildly successful manifestation coach. And then I went into, what does that look like? How will I feel? What will be different? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What am I hearing? What am I seeing? What am I doing? And very quickly, within less than 5 days from the concept of that idea to the execution of it, everything I needed to do came through perfectly, and I figured it all out and I got it all done, and it was not, there wasn't pressure, it wasn't exhausting, I wasn't concerned and worried. I didn't even decide when I made this decision to make this great change. It wasn't even I'm going to do it by this date. It was just, yeah, I'm going to do that. And then it happened so quickly and effortlessly and perfectly that, like I said, within less than 5 days it was done and I was ready to make the change and pull the trigger, so to speak. And so, with me personally, with that scenario, there is physical 3D risk involved. It is something that I'm taking my entire source of income and I'm saying, I'm done with that. Now I'm going to create my source of income over here completely and entirely on my own, and I'm just going to do it. And so I'm going all in with that manifestation in a major way. Like, that's it. I've decided I will be a wildly successful manifestation coach. I want to help millions of people. That's my mission. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm here for. And so, with my circumstance or my situation, there is some physical, like, there's physical risk in the 3D reality. However, with what most of you are manifesting, relationships, your specific person to show up a different way, getting your ex back, a better job, more money, all of that, there isn't really a risk of anything that you'll lose in your 3D. In other words, if you already right now don't have your ideal relationship with your ideal person, then going all in imagination is not going to change that in a negative way. It's definitely not going to make that worse, right? You already, at baseline, you don't have what you want. So there's no reason for you to not go all in with what you choose to think, where you put your attention, where you put your awareness, how you imagine this person, how you imagine yourself in your ideal relationship. How do you feel? How do you think? What are you hearing? What are you seeing? What are you experiencing? You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose at all. And like I said, the very act of trading it all in and buying the pearl, doing that in each now moment to the best of your ability, persisting in that, is your insurance policy for getting what you want. Like, that is how you insure it. That is how you guarantee it. That is how you do it. So not only will you not lose anything, you have all of it to gain. And until that reflection shows up in your 3D, when you start your mental diet and you start your imaginal scenes and you are working toward getting into the state of the wish fulfilled and feeling like the person that has it all, when you're doing that up until the point that it actually reflects back to you, you're also gaining all these now moments of just feeling better because that's what manifestation is all about. You want to create the job, the better job, the more money, the better relationship. You want to create all that because you believe it's going to make you feel a certain way. But the practice of manifesting that is learning to go within and cultivate those feelings within yourself, because your 3D reality is just a reflection. It's not actually giving you anything. It's just giving you the pleasure of viewing what you've given yourself internally. It's that. It's basically like you're writing a movie within. You're feeling it all, you're imagining it, you're seeing it. Oh yeah, this is good, this is good. Then later you get to sit down and just passively eat popcorn and watch it. That's what going within, creating, imagining, focusing your awareness is compared to 3D reality. So when you're first creating it, that's when it's real. That's when you're making it happen. That's when you're choosing it. That's when you're selecting it. That's when you're experiencing it. This out here is just the reflection of what we've experienced within. So anyhow, but yeah, so when you trade it all in, when you buy that pearl, when you jump, take the leap and decide to say, I'm going to give 100% of my awareness to the ideas, the concepts, the conversations, the images, and the feelings that I have everything that I desire, you will then manifest everything that you desire because you're giving it to yourself. You are having it when you do that, and the reflection has to reflect back that which you are within. It has to reflect back your state of consciousness. So go all in. You've got nothing to lose. Make the decision in each now moment to redirect your consciousness. And like I've said before, a great way to do this is to just start with, what will it be like when? How will I feel when? What will be different when? What will I hear? What will I see? When? Just start there if it feels like a stretch, if it feels like a reach. That's where I always start with anything. And from there, shit moves quick, I promise. And as soon as you start to do it, like when you really make the decision to dedicate time to ponder that thought or those thoughts and lay there in the state akin to sleep and let it all kind of boil up and start to feel the feels, as soon as you do it consistently, even just in the very beginning though, a very short period of time, within just a few days, you start to want to do it more. You start to understand that, oh, this is what I've been wanting. This is what I'm working toward creating. It's this feeling I have right now in this moment, and nothing can take that away from you. Nothing outside of you has given it to you, therefore nothing outside of you can take it away. It's always available to you. That's the pearl. That's why it's so valuable. You have in each now moment the ability and the freedom to choose to imagine and dwell upon literally anything you want. Anything. There's no limit. There is no condition or rule or requirement that you have to internally think and put your awareness on what you're seeing externally. And that right there is free will. That's why we have free will. That's what our free will is. It's the ability to think and imagine and focus on and go literally anywhere I want in my mind, irrespective of what's happening out here. Your current state of imagination is not tethered to or chained to your current physical reality. However, and I want this to sink in, your current state of reality is directly tethered and related and chained to what your previous state of inner imagination was. That's what creates the loop. That's where they're connected. This right now is directly tethered to this moments ago or days ago. We don't know, there's not an exact formula. It's just prior to. There's probably not an exact formula because time isn't real. It's a human construct. But anyhow. So, get it? Out here is directly tethered to what was previously in here. However, your current in here is not tethered to your 3D reality. And that's where the free will lies. That's where you have the free will. That's where you can practice being the operant power that you are. And only there. That's the only place you have it. That's the only place you can be it. And that's where you have to go all in. And you have nothing to lose by doing that. So I'm here for it. I support it. If you want further support, if you want help, like I said, I have been a successful manifestation coach full-time for years now, and there's a link in the description box below where I can help you too. I've helped myself. I have changed my entire life in all aspects drastically, and I have helped hundreds and hundreds of other people manifest things that they previously thought were unlikely or impossible. So you can have it all. You can be it all. You can do it all. It's all within you. And I give you permission to go within and imagine and start to get familiar with the state of the wish fulfilled. Start to get familiar with what it will feel like when, what you will feel like when, how it will be when. And just start there and keep practicing it in the now moment to the best of your ability. Okay? And I get it. Again, like, it can be scary to go all in. But also, those fears, like what I'm doing right now, I'm going all in. And like I said, because there is like a 3D consequence of what I'm doing, fears are coming up, that's for sure. But I'm not letting those fears have dominion over me. I'm not giving them my dominant attention. I'm not dwelling in them. I'm not reacting to them. I'm observing them. And then I'm moving over here to having faith in my power, my I amness, my creative force. And I'm letting those fears just pass. I'm acknowledging them, I'm hearing them, I see them, wonderful. And then I go, but I'm not choosing them. I'm choosing this. I'm choosing success. I'm choosing me. I'm choosing the me that has it all. Okay? All right. So, and you can too. Okay, there's my video for today. I will see you guys next time. Happy manifesting.